Alright, what's up, guys? Now, yeah, I saw this tweet earlier, and it's one of those tweets where it's like, you know what? If this is your opinion, like, you had more fun with Need for Speed Unbound than you did Heat, I ain't gonna take that away from you. You know, I can understand there are some games in some series where it's better than the other. If this is being looked at as an actual factual, that's where I'm gonna have to stop you. Because Need for Speed Unbound is not better than Need for Speed Heat, okay? It's like, I'm surprised you ain't caught enough heat for even making a tweet like that. But I wanted to overall explain why I look at it the other way around, Need for Speed Heat being better than Unbound. Well, when you look at the reviews on Steam, and it's probably like that on Xbox and PlayStation and anywhere else, I guess Need for Speed Heat and Unbound is being sold on. So, and the crazy thing about it is that you see more people playing Heat than you do seeing people playing Unbound, because even there was a friend of mine's not too long ago, she was getting into Need for Speed. What game she ran to? Not Unbound, Heat. This is my second time trying to do this video, and I was making a bunch of different mistakes, and I'm like, okay, I'm gonna make sure that was the one and only mistake, alright? But I caught myself. But anyways, yeah, the first Need for Speed game she started streaming was Heat. Unbound had already been out. It'd been out for some time. And I was like, that was the more latest version of Need for Speed. So yeah, it's the last Need for Speed game they came out with. She skipped right past that Need for Speed and went to Heat. So my thing is this. What does that say right there? That's just a friend of mine. But so many people, alright, on both Steam, probably on Xbox, PlayStation, I feel like there's a lot of people across the world that will see this tweet and say like, nah, that there ain't no way. Because on Steam, this game currently, Need for Speed Heat, it currently has a very positive recent reviews, and then all their reviews are very positive. And this game's been out since 2019. So my thing is this, and the funny thing is, I'm going to get to how I feel about the games in a second, because I'm like, I just wanted to talk on everybody else and things, you know, and yeah, there's probably a lot of people, I ain't going to take that away from people that it's wrong for them to like Unbound. If you like Unbound, go ahead and like Unbound. I see a lot of people playing Unbound recently, but as the time went on from when it had released, the game was falling off. So I think they had to do this, what was it? It was like, yeah, this update where they made it seem like that it was going to be like some underground or most wanted type stuff. And it's like, nah. The thing is this. That update is going to last maybe for a little bit. People are going to go, if they did jump over from Heat to Unbound, they're going to go right back to Heat if they enjoyed Heat that much. But with, it's like just with that, with the reviews, it says enough right there, because with Unbound, they're currently sitting at, with recent reviews and all reviews, they're both of the reviews are sitting at mixed. So that tells me right there that I'm like, my thing is this. If I was debating on which game I should get, Need for Speed, Heat, or Unbound, I'm getting Heat. Because to me, I'm like, that don't make no sense. How is it that this is the latest game? You would think that, okay, we are going to make improvements from, I guess, like, if there is stuff that we didn't have in Heat, we're going to have that in Unbound. It seems, so now I want to talk on how I feel about both games, because I played both of them. And Heat, I have to say I have played more of that. But here's the thing, though. With Unbound, I really tried to like this game. Heat was just one of those games where I'm like, I'm just playing it to get the achievements. I'm playing it to, 100% complete it and stuff. Like, that's why I was more so playing it, you know. But I had to say, like, yeah, there were at times, and I think that's just an EA thing, you know. They sometimes design their games to piss off people. But, no, I would say, though, between Heat and Unbound, I raged more on Unbound than I have Heat. And my thing is this, if anybody jumps in the comments talking about, oh, it's a skill issue, it didn't, I'm telling you, I'm not hearing that, okay? That comment is going to go unanswered. I get so sick and tired of people saying that. It's like, anytime when I talk on video games, I have to just, like, let people know. I don't care when people leave comments like that. I'm like, it's one of those comments where I just ignore it, go on about my life. Because I'm like, I ain't going to have somebody that's probably younger than me telling me that, oh, it's a skill issue, and I've been playing video games long before, like, Need for Speed even took off as a series. I'm trying to think, when was the first Need for Speed? When did the first Need for Speed game come out? When did the first Need for Speed come out? 1990. Okay, so it's been coming out long before I was born, but I have to say, like, yeah, they really started taking off when they came out with, like, Underground, Most Wanted. Like, that's the Need for Speed games. I've been playing racing games long before those games had came out. Tokyo Extreme Racer Zero. I'm trying to think. I guess, you know, you want to throw Mario Kart in the mix, you know, you can too, but Midnight Club. There were so many different racing games that I played long before I did get into the Need for Speed games. And I had to say the one and only time where I did play a Need for Speed game and I actually enjoyed it, I think it was, it was Underground 2. I remember my uncle, because he was heavily into gaming. And so he did have Need for Speed Underground 2. And I remember that was the first time I sat down and played a Need for Speed game. And I was like, this game is solid. Just driving around, just doing a bunch of different random stuff. I was like, this is different for me, you know? So, yeah, I was like, nah, I'm a fan of this game. As the time went on, it was like, that's one thing that I will say about Need for Speed Unbound. They might be able to do some updates to make it seem like that they're trying to go back to their old ways. I'm like, unless you remaster Need for Speed Underground 1, 2, and Most Wanted, with Unbound, you're not going to be able to accomplish that. I'll have to say, if there was, between these two games, if any game was close to being on that same scale as the old Need for Speed games, it would be Heat. Because to me, it's like Heat was a game that was replayable. Unbound, on the other hand, like, this is just my own personal opinion. It's one of those games where I'm like, if there time ever does come where I do sit down and beat this game, that's the one and only time I'm gonna play it. Other than that, I have no desires on currently right now. I have no desires on playing Unbound. Heat, on the other hand, I'm trying to think, because I'm like, I think I did get all the achievements on Xbox. I think Xbox and EA Play, it falls like in the same. So I'm like, yeah, I guess if I wanted to get me some achievements on PlayStation, then I'm like, or trophies on PlayStation, then I'm like, yeah, I'm willing. Need for Speed Heat, I will play that a third time before I play Need for Speed Unbound again. Because to me, it's like, the issue that I have with Unbound is that I don't like the fact that when I'm about to do a race, at least with Heat, I was able to beat the game twice. With Unbound, it's like, fam, this is still ever since the game came out, I have not beaten this game. This is still like my first time like playing through it and stuff. So every time when I would go and try to just do like a random race or something, go to one of the meetup areas, they spawn a cop right there because it's that meetup where it's like, it's in that underneath, like, I think it's like on a, like, yeah, underneath the bridge or something like that. It's in some like tunnel and things. But anyways, right when I get ready to drive to that meetup, that's when they want to have cops spawn there, and then I gotta go on this like wild goose chase, drive all around, and I'm like, fam, can I just do the race? Please. Not that form of a race where I'm like driving away from cops, but I mean like get into this meetup and actually do races. Yeah, my thing is this. Maybe if they had it set up where it's like, you know, like, yeah, occasional chases when you're free roaming and things. Because it's like, you really don't know what a person is doing when they're trying to play the game. And I know I'm not trying to get chased by cops left and right, but it's like, occasional cops spawning when you're free roaming. I guess it's just if you want to just take the time to explore, okay, cool. You know, you ain't having to get chased by cops to do that. You know, but it's like middle of the races, okay, cool. I ain't gonna trip about getting chased by some cops in the middle of a race. What are some other things? But it's like, yeah, the thing is this though, don't spawn so many different cops to where I can't even play this game or even enjoy it at least. You know, so yeah, there's that. And then the other thing, and I'm like, yeah, I think that's always been a Need for Speed thing, but it's like, in this Need for Speed Unbound, they wait until you get right there, and then that's when they want to have a car stop out in front of you and mess you up. Like, I was playing the game the other day, and twice, it happened in 2 different streams, it happened to me twice, where I was doing a race, a car, the first time it was a truck, second time it was a car, and I'm thinking to myself, do they want me to play this game? Like, do they want people to progress through the game? Because how am I supposed to progress where if I'm getting chased by cops left and right, cars are spawning out in front of me, you having it where it's like, I can't even catch up? What's the point of using the boost or the nitrous boost if I can't even catch up to the cars? If my thing is this, if my car is supposed to be a higher class or the same class, shouldn't it be an even matchup? And then if I use boost, then it's like, should my car progress or get closer? How is it that my thing is this? How is it that the car doesn't need to boost, but if I boost, then it's like we're going to pretty much the same speed? I don't get that. So that's why I'm like, nah. And then with Heat, on the other hand, it was like, yeah, they had police chases in there, but it wasn't. The thing is this: it wasn't as annoying than it is in Unbound. So that's why I'm like, yeah, if anybody is wondering between them two, like you've never played a Need for Speed video game and you're wondering like which one you should play, go because I know I did go to this retro game store, and they had like some Need for Speed games there, and the old ones like that. Well, actually, I did get Need for Speed Most Wanted, the original Most Wanted on the surprisingly on the GameStop's website. Like they have like all their like retro games. I did that long before they announced that whole like retro game thing. But yeah, overall, like I got it from Most Wanted from there. But I've been shopping at this retro game store, and they had like I'm telling you, they be having like a gang of video games. But yeah, they had Need for Speed. They had like a gang of Need for Speed games because I got Carbon, Hot Pursuit 2, Underground 1 and 2. I'm trying to think. Pro Street. I feel like there was another one that I got. But yeah, it's like them are the ones to play the classics, all right? But I guess between these two, the latest Heat, play Need for Speed Heat. Unbound isn't a good game. I'm gonna be honest with you, all right? I think the only reason why that game had took off in the first place is because ASAP Rocky was promoting it. Other than that, it was like as soon as he stopped promoting it, I feel like that's when the game fell off. And I'm like, and it's just people realize what this game really was, and it's honestly just an EA cash grab. Because it's like you look at Need for Speed Unbound. And so currently right now they got Need for Speed Heat Deluxe, and that's the only one that you can buy for $69.99. And I assume you're getting extra stuff along when you're when you buy the game. Unbound, they've been having this game on sale. I don't know how many. I feel like they done had this game on sale numerous times throughout this year. But anyways, you can get the game. I guess yeah, if you want to save yourself some money, and you don't mind the police chases and stuff, then yeah, the game is currently $4 up until the 19th. And then that's just like for the standard one. Then they got the ultimate, or just so they got like the Palace edition, which is $11.99, and then they got the ultimate collection, which is $16.99. And yeah, it's just coming with like a bunch of different extra cars and stuff. But it's like, my thing is this: it ain't like these cars are gonna make me or help me win races and stuff. So it's like eventually I know I am gonna have to go out and buy cars. So that's why I'm like, the DLCs, they just don't mean nothing to me unless it's like it's like a DLC where it's actually gonna benefit the gamer and stuff. It's like I am buying the game. I don't think EA understands that, but yeah, like I said, I just think that when they did Unbound, it was just a cash grab thing. There was like, okay, let's make up all this money, pay off ASAP Rocky, and then after that, let's like whatever happens to the game happens. And because I feel like me personally, I feel like they don't care. If they did, they would have did more things to improve this game. But I'm gonna tell you right now, Need for Speed Unbound is not better than Heat. I'm gonna be straight up honest with you. Heat is by far much more better than Unbound. So anyways, my opinion, if you don't agree with it, you go on your channel, you talk about it however you want to talk about it, but on my channel, that's how I feel, all right? So anyways, with that being said, I will talk to y'all later. Thank you guys. Stay tuned for the next video. Like, subscribe if you're new to the channel, and peace.